encourage interaction. So, you know, just trying to get them to comment and actually be able to build a conversation. And then encouraging people to opt in. So you decide what your thing is, and then you always get them to come back to that. So for me, it's my newsletter list. I always want people to opt in. And yours could be that you want them on Facebook. It's whatever you decide. So at the end of the video, I want to encourage people to subscribe to the newsletter so that they'll get future videos and so that I can capture that information. Okay, so last is Facebook. And someone had asked a question about Facebook and I said it was, anyways, if anyone remembers what that question is, if they don't hear it by the end.
Oh wait, what were we talking about? Giveaways.
Okay, yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, within YouTube also, just on a side note, like just make a little note to yourself, you can also add in call to action overlays on your videos. You may need to be a partner to do that. So it's something you could Google. But if you've ever been watching a video and you see where you can actually click on something while watching the video, they're using a call to action overlay. So just on a side note, that can be really easy to just have it right in there that's like subscribe or go to the blog post or whatever it is. So that's what those are, if you've ever seen those. Okay.
Could you do your Mad Mimi HTML and put it in a comment under the YouTube video? I wonder, would that work or not?
I don't think so. I think it'll just show up as HTML. You could try it and then delete it if it doesn't work, but I think it would just show up as
Code.
yeah. Okay, so Facebook. So I feel like we have to really decide between using Facebook for our business and then just letting Facebook be our biggest distraction. Because so often Facebook is not being utilized for business as it could be because it sucks you in so bad that you're never getting any more work done. So I think that Facebook needs to be looked at as a tool. I mean, there's times when like I'm sitting in the doctor's office and I'm using it not as a tool. I'm looking and seeing what people are up to and I'm playing. But most of the time, I don't have time for that. My day is, you know, every single day is, in order to fit everything in I want to do, I can't get distracted. I just can't. And so I need to get into Facebook, do what I'm supposed to do, and get right back out. That went fast.
Wait, what happened to it? Oh, you went back.
Yeah. Okay, so some random things for you. Okay, so a couple things that I do for Facebook. I have a folder on my desktop where if I see something really cool that could be fun to post, like, you know, those little e-card thingies or any ideas that I have, I'll put those into the folder, and then when I need something for Facebook, I can pull from that instead of trying to be clever spontaneously, which can be very difficult. So I'll just grab from that. I also have a little notes thing that has cute quotes and different things like that, or cool posts that I'm like, oh, that would be fun to share. So I just have notes that have all these different ones, so then when I want to grab one, I can just grab it and put it on there. I will structure my Facebook very similar to my blog post too, where it's certain days of the week I share on certain topics, just to kind of help me think through, like, okay, it's just for my own organization, to kind of have that idea. Okay, so it's important to keep your posts interesting and entertaining. Interesting content is a top 3 reason people follow brands on social media. So when people choose to follow a brand and to like it, it's one of their top 3 reasons is because they thought it would be interesting. So if it's just, here's the latest session, you know, and you're not trying to be interesting and creative and surprise them with what they're seeing, then they're going to get bored. And we need them to interact so that your posts are seen by more people. Because the way that Facebook works now is it's completely based on how many people are interacting with you, is going to be what your percentages are of how many people are actually going to see it, and it's going to go to their feed. Okay, random thing. Facebook posts that include should, would, or who get more comments. Should, would, who get more comments. And Facebook posts that include why and how get the least amount of comments from a statistics standpoint. So interesting little thing to add into that. Okay, so then for Facebook giveaways, or for doing giveaways, I like using,
Why? What?
So basically, anything that requires them to say yes or no versus a why or a how that like requires like a long, like they're not gonna elaborate.
yeah,
I just want you to ask them like, should I post this in black or white versus like, why do you prefer this over that?
yeah.
People are lazy, like statistically lazy, I've
Does it
noticed.
work?
They just don't wanna stop.
They want to be
thinking.
asked like a short answer
And
question.
they love giving their opinion.
Yeah.
If they feel smart about it. For example,
Right.
if I posted a picture and said, should I wear this dress
Yeah,
to
I
something,
admit it.
I'm going to be blown up. And I've seen that. Who was it?
Rachel Van Oven posted one the other day on Instagram of what it looked like on,
Oh,
the
anthropology dress
and
versus
then
the
the one, and
catalog.
what it looked like on her, and it was like,
Oh, I like
she
that.
posted that she was supposed to wear that to a wedding or something, and a bunch of people commented on it.
Yeah, there was someone who I saw who is a big social media person, and she posted a picture of a dress she was going to wear to an event, something where she was being like awarded, and she's like, should I wear this? And she was blown up with everyone saying she shouldn't, but
Should or should not?
should not. But and it was true. But you know, like, so when they get to give an opinion where they can feel smart, if I ask more complicated questions on Gopher Pro, there's a lot less, because a lot of people are afraid of looking stupid, so they don't say anything at all. If I ask it, like, where I get to look stupid on their behalf, like, do I look bad in this? Then I'm gonna get tons of them, because then they're, you know, it's not as scary to offer your opinion. North Social, that's what it's called. Okay, with doing giveaways, I really like to use Rafflecopter for my giveaways because I can make them like my Facebook page, and I can add in an extra one for bonus points for opt-in. So I can get my two things. So while Facebook, I feel, is not helpful in the big long-term picture because we don't know what Facebook will do and how it's going to evolve, it is helpful in the point that the more likes you have, the more popular you look. And when you look more popular, people perceive you and assume that you are better or, you know, more solid or more qualified or whatever the case. So it's like, it's kind of a hard balance. Like, I'm like, well, I don't want to spend too much time trying to get Facebook likes. Like, I used to work really, really hard to get my Facebook likes. And I was gaining about 1,000 at least every month. And then everything changed, and all of a sudden, all those people weren't seeing, and now I've completely backed off. And for the last 6 months, it's just been completely organic again. And I haven't been trying at all.
Okay, I have a question. So, I was really happy with how much business I had when I was in Seattle, before I moved to Boise. And I've just not been, I'm not a huge Facebooker. Like, I have my own personal, but I've never even created my own business Facebook. Yes, I know. And so at this point though, I'm debating whether I should start up, because I'm like, I feel like I'm so behind in starting up that it'd be weird. Do you know what
I
I
just
mean?
started
I'm
mine in
like,
June.
I still think you should.
Yeah, I just started mine.
But
I'm
I'm like,
way behind.
should I?
You
I'm
should.
like,
Yeah.
I
You
started
should.
hours ago though. I'm like,
Do
what
networking
is
everything.
that?
Do networking everything and get your feet, even if these, you know, everybody does this business networking, and I really do think that that's helpful because I think it makes your page more relevant
I
in
can't
Facebook.
figure
You know,
out.
kind of like the more hits you get, the more likes you have, and people tend to take you more seriously when you have more likes on your page, just because that's the way
Right.
people think. Oh, she has 2,000 likes. People must love her. She must be amazing.
No,
It's
it
amazing the
sucks to
power of
start from-
perception.
Right, it's
It
definitely
does.
start from the beginning. But here's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
did.
There are a lot of people who want to follow you. They want to know what you're doing, and right now, and I'm one of them, and right now I have to remember to go check your blog, and you're not the most consistent blogger either,
I know.
which means I have to also, like, think about it, and then there might not be a new blog post, right?
Uh-huh.
And so with Facebook, those people who want to follow you,
Yeah.
I can then see your post come up and be like, oh, good. Now, then, of course, there's the matter of, well, how many people are actually going to see that post? But I wouldn't worry about that for right now. Right now, I would just, yes, I would make it.
They do it.
Yeah, I would do it. I would
I just
definitely
started
do
a
it.
YouTube channel while I was sitting here, so I'll actually do it. Like, just
You're
start
awesome!
Let's do it.
Yeah, so I would use it. Okay, so for the giveaways have been huge for building my list. The thing about a giveaway is it's not going to be strategic. I mean, it's pretty hard to be targeting people who actually live in your area and are a good chance of being a good fit for you for a giveaway, because unless it's a local giveaway, that's the only way to get around that. So if you were to work with local restaurants and local salons and local massage places and all kinds of things, and you did your giveaways around that, then you would be able to strategically build, because people from, Timbuktu aren't going to go try to win that giveaway. But if it's generic stuff where, anybody could use it, then it's not, you're going to get all kinds of likes. So you can just decide, if you don't mind, like if you just want to get those numbers up for popularity's sake, well then in that case, curate a cool little giveaway. So for example, with Go for Pro, every single month last year I curated a giveaway, and I just reached out
It
to
was
people.
cute stuff too. It was all like.
Should I do it again? I'm
Yeah.
trying to decide.
I want to win.
It takes a lot of work. Ask Kari.
Yeah.
Like, you have no idea. It is insane
If
how
it's
much.
not worth the time and effort it takes, then I wouldn't.
How much? Well,
But
As a
you do it
photographer,
quarterly.
can
When
you do a
Facebook
giveaway like
changed
that?
things,
Like a
it
frame?
stopped being
I
as
do something like
as
that.
so okay at the beginning, because here's the other thing that you have to think about. If you're doing, let's say you're doing a salon, okay, a local salon, and let's say they only have 75 likes, and you only have 300 likes. Well, the amount of people who actually do your giveaway is probably going to be like 20. So that could feel really, really discouraging.
and the only new ones you're gonna get are from their followers. 'Cause you
Exactly.
already have your
Exactly.
300, so
That's
it's not
why
worth your time.
doing the big ones is
Right.
so big. Like, make a full special, like Mother's Day would be a huge one. Same with Father's Day. Go reach out and find 4 or 5 businesses where you guys are all going to do a big giveaway together. So now you're pooling from all of you. And I try to find people who have about the same amount of likes I do, so that we're kind of all on like
You should
equal
make
plane.
them do it all, and then just say to enter. Go to Go for Pro to enter.
You want control. You want control of that Rafflecopter, because what nobody realizes is that Rafflecopter, even if they don't opt into your email, you have every single one of their email addresses, and you can
Right.
download
Free.
that through
Okay.
Rafflecopter.
Because I
So-
did one with Rafflecopter, and I had them. It was still my Rafflecopter, but I had
Right,
them
but
say
they each put
to
it on. Yes,
enter.
and that's what I do. So everybody gets. So my rules are, when we do these, I will do all of